only bombs. Only bombs. Only bombs. Hey. Welcome to the podcast where we blow up all the jokes. Only bombs. Detonate another bomb blast with every episode of pop. Soda pop, pop, pop. Only bombs. Only bombs.
Yeah, so I want to start it off. I wanted to tell you, like, I know we kind of talked about it, like outside, but I want to tell you, man, that that this is a super special episode. This being episode 20, and the reason why that is so special is I have like this thing that I wanted to pull up a little statistic from. It is from podcast or podnews.net.
Okay.
And this was written in May of 2025. And there's a statistic about podcasts in specific, it says many industry sources report that 90% of podcasts don't make it past 3 episodes. And then of the 10% that do make it past 3 episodes, 90% of those podcasts don't make it past episode 20. And what makes that so special is that this is episode 20. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for being that way. I really appreciate it, brother.
No problem.
Yeah.
It's all about that dub.
Yeah, dude.
That dub, that 20. That 20 sack. Right.
Yeah, I wanted to get you on because so when I saw you live, when I saw you with Marcus Monroe, right? That's the first time I saw you. I think what I really liked a lot was that now normally you can kind of like watch a comedian and it's like, all right, is this going to be good or is this going to be like shit? Like, within the first few seconds. But what I loved about you is, one, your stories. I love your stories. I see the direction that you're going in. And then 2, I love the expressive gratitude that you showed. Like you thanked the crowd for being there. And then you said that, you guys are going to see me in the future. And thank you for, thank you for being here since the beginning, I think was something like you said. Yeah. And I thought that was just so cool that you're also acknowledging, that you have a future in this, you know what you want to do and everything. And that kind of like resonated with me. And I was just like immediately like, dude, I not only want to get you on, I want you to be 20.
I
like,
appreciate that.
Because I feel like we kind of share the same kind of sentiment of success, of just not giving up, Yeah,
there ain't no quit here.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
from Philly, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ain't no quit in Philadelphia.
Well, tell me about that, man. Like,
It's a hunger, it's a drive. If you're supposed to do something, you just do it.
Mm-hmm.
And as you heard on stage, but I share this story whenever I'm in front of definitely a new crowd or a new fan base. The only reason that I even levitated towards actually getting on stage was my brother, First Lieutenant Demetrius Montez Frison, Army.
Me too, bro.
He hit me on April 8th, 2011. He was like, we talking, because my birthday is April 9th. His birthday is April 10th. We're 3 years apart.
Oh, happy belated.
Thanks. So he called me to wish me happy birthday. He's in Afghanistan. It's this weird number. You probably have seen him. You know what I'm talking about, that pop up on the phone when you call from overseas.
Yeah.
And at first, I didn't answer, but something was like, pick up. So I picked up and I'm talking to him. We busted up for like 20 minutes. That's the last 20-minute conversation I ever had with my brother.
Oh, wow.
So through that conversation, he's like, yo, I really think you need to just throw your hat in the ring and just try doing stand-up comedy. So you're the funniest person I've ever met, Paul. Like, you can make a room full of people that's crying, just bust into laughter and forget about the sadness that's in the room.
Yeah.
So I thought about it, and then I hit up a couple people in the city of Philadelphia because I was a party promoter. I was actually at an event that I plan on bringing to Austin called the Get Familiar Tour, which is something where I would go across the city, and if you were a new artist, hip hop, comedian, R&B, whatever, people need to get familiar with you. So we're touring around the city, Get Familiar Tour. So I was actually at the venue setting up when he called for that, and he said it. I start rolling, and I had it literally set for it was it should have been May 12th, I believe, or May 13th. Because I believe it was a Wednesday that he passed away, May 10th of 2011. The idea was for me to go on stage, record it, put it on YouTube, and then I could send it to him so he could see it. Even if I sucked, I was going, just show him like, yo, I tried my hand at it, all right, I'm gonna have to do this. That was my mindset. But then on May 10th, and this is crazy because you see what I just did with the phone. You see how I was like, yo, I gotta go get it.
Yeah.
I never cut my phone off. Like I never cut my, since I've had a cell phone, I've never really just cut it off. On May 10th, I had done so much work in party promoting and doing all this stuff late night. On May 9th, going into May 10th, I was so tired. I actually cut my phone off. So when I cut my phone back on, I had, I think it was 20 voicemails.
Oh, wow.
I had text messages coming in. I was crazy. And when I finally called my mom, she's like, get here to his wife's mother's house on the other side of Philadelphia. So we're in Austin. So just think I had to drive from South Austin to like Georgetown. But I had to pick up my little brother on the way because it's three of us. So I'm on my way to go pick up my little brother. And when I got my little brother, he's like, yeah, Mommy been trying to get in touch with you, whatever. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I think we got about 10 minutes from the door, and I looked my brother in the face, my baby brother, and I was like, if they tell us that Demetrius has passed away, I need you to just, like both of us, we just got to stand strong for Mom and Dad. Like, that's what we got to do right here, right now.
Wow, man.
Because I felt it. Like, I like, as I got closer to the house, I felt it.
Wow.
So when we got there, the soldiers that still were there presenting the flag, the folded flag.
Oh gosh.
to my mom, my dad, his wife, and his son. And mother-in-law. And when I walked in, I saw it and I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
So mentally, I wasn't even thinking about comedy. I'm just thinking about my family and everything. We had to fly to Fort Knox. Well, no, that was after. We actually had to go to Dover, Delaware, Dover Air Force Base, and to see them roll my brother in what looked like a bread truck. In that little metal-looking casket thing. But he stepped on an IED, so we don't know what he looked like, anything. Only one person in my life knows what he looks like, and that's my best friend Marv, because that was his job in the military to not only look at stuff like that, but, file it. Like, that was his position in the military. So he's the only one who knows what my brother actually looked like after the fact, outside of his group of soldiers that he led or whatever. And that story gets crazy because that's the first time I seen that many grown-ass men cry, because the story goes, my brother, obviously first lieutenant, he's ahead, they're driving, and he told everybody stop. He felt weird. He goes to step out. He goes about, I think they said it was about maybe 60 feet out. The IED goes off, but it triggered about 40 other IEDs. So had they all driven, it's everybody versus him. So the ultimate sacrifice as a soldier, you protected your people, but you know what I mean? So, I've had my days. So when I get on stage, I tell that story about my brother to not only bring you in, but to let you know, like, yo, I'm doing this seriously. Like, this is for real. Like, being funny, being the light in the room, being that positive energy. That show that you actually saw me on, shout out to Marcus Monroe and the young ladies that went up, as well as the other guy. I don't know his name, I'm not gonna lie. When I was brought on that show, it was only supposed to be three of us. It was supposed to be me, the dude, and Marcus Monroe. The promoter got nervous, and he added the two young ladies. Because he said he'd never seen me perform. I'm like, well, what did you book me for if you're going to get nervous? So that's why I opened. And then I was cut to what? I think I did 5.
Yeah, it felt like 5 minutes.
But I did a 5 that was like I chopped like 4 different parts of 10s to do the 5. I went straight to the funny, the funny, the funny, the funny, the funny, the story, the funny, the funny. And then I got off. Because that joke about the Viagra,
Yeah.
I know that's a killer. Like that kills no matter where I go because nobody's thinking of it. Nobody even derives that answer or what's going to be said. I actually had an older lady who I was finishing out a show one time. I was on like kind of like the check spot, and she wanted to go to the bathroom because she sat in the front row. She didn't want to leave the front row empty, so she sat there. And when I dropped that joke, she peed on herself. So after she peed on herself, after the show, she's like showing me, and her daughter's like, she's not getting in my car. I was like, you better put a towel down for your mom. She's like, no, she's getting an Uber. I'm like, no, Uber driving on her pissy ass in their goddamn car. Like, I'm saying, like, we don't make enough money. And then, we can go into that too, because since I've been here in Austin, I'm the Lyft driver. 2,600 rides, bro. I'm literally working on a coffee table book full of stories.
Yeah.
From Lyft rides, bro. Like,
so that's what you're doing right now?
Yeah,
Lyft riding?
You talk about almost 2 to 3 times a week. That's how I met the promoter that booked me for the show.
No shit.
I took him home. We was rapping and we're talking, and I just had him in the back, just cracking up. Which again is like, dude, I can do this. But I have people who literally following me on Instagram, following me on the Facebook, who were riders, who were like, yo, you funny as shit, bro. like I've had people crying in the car. I've had people like calling people like, yo, listen to what this dude is saying. Like I told my wife, I was like, yo, I should have had a camera up from day one that captured all it, because I didn't think it was going to go like this. Because my first couple of rides, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, these Austin people weird as hell. Coming from Philly, this is a different batch of individuals.
Dude, I can't even imagine.
Like, this is a different batch. But then you realize it's like, okay, it's a little New York, it's a little LA, it's a little bit of the South, it's a little bit of the Midwest, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So depending on where they tell me they're from, I kind of know where I can go with the jokes. I love the MAGAs when they get in the car. I love it. Because I'm about to give you.
It's going to be crazy.
Oh, this is going to be rapid fire. Because your leader.
Yeah.
Your leader has set up the pins, and I've got a bowling ball that's about this big, and I'm about to just push it down the lane. I'm getting a strike.
Damn,
and no matter how you feel at the end of it, I got you. Because like we all know, a great deal of the stuff that they believe in is WWE made up, and they're riding with it. Because if you really think that Hulk Hogan could beat the Ultimate Warrior,
right?
You're crazy. Like, on a given day, without the cocaine, Ultimate Warrior probably would have killed Hulk Hogan. You know what I mean?
Without the cocaine.
Without the cocaine. Now, on the cocaine, he might be a step slow, but without the,
I mean, he might get charged up somehow, though.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it. Give him a Red Bull, and it's over for you.
Yeah.
So, man, like, I can't see myself losing at comedy, and the reason I actually decided to take it full force outside of my brother was I was doing artist management, hip hop, R&B, spending thousands of dollars in studios, getting songs done and going to record labels and taking meetings. And I saw myself as, without the baby oil and the rape charges, I was like Puff Daddy, man. I was trying my best to get this thing going. But those artists, they didn't want to listen, but I'm spending my money and I'm using my time.
Yeah.
So I told myself, like, yo, if you could put all of this time, effort, energy, and money into somebody else, might as well put it into yourself. And if you lose, then you just stand in the mirror and yell at yourself versus yelling at some individual who truly don't care because they done went in the studio and dropped their song and they out in the street doing whatever they want. They don't really give a damn if you feel away. So
it sounds to me like they didn't understand the position that they were in.
A lot of them didn't. A lot of them don't. And a lot of them don't have success now because of, you know what I mean? Like I actually had an artist. So everybody has seen the movie, who's seen the movie Wicked now. There's a song in there called Popular. Do you remember when cable used to have like just the music channels that just played music? It was like, And so one morning, I don't know what I was doing, but I was flipping and the song Popular came on. And I heard it and I went out throughout the day and I could still hear it. So then I found out what the song was and I took it to the producer guy, and he was a producer artist, kind of like Kanye. And he flipped it into this dope ass track, and we put it up on my MySpace. This is how long ago I'm talking.
On MySpace, dude.
Atlantic Records A&R heard it
No shit.
and was like, yo, I want to take a meeting.
Whoa.
So I'm excited. I call him, I'm like, yo, bro, we got a meeting with Atlantic. I need you to be here at this time. Today is not the day to be on your BS. I'm near.
Oh no.
It's called 19 at the Bellevue in Philadelphia. You're overlooking the city. You're up top. Beautiful. I done set this up. I'm paying for lunch, everything, whatever.
Yeah, you ready to go?
Never shows up.
No shit.
So what did the AR do? He ordered champagne or all this stuff on me because he pissed and wasting his time.
Yeah.
So I wound up with like a $300 bill and nothing moving forward. Then when he finally contacted me 2 days later, he like, I had to pick my son up. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. You supposed to grab your son and bring him to the meeting so that they see you need this.
It's a life-changing thing right there.
But the deal is this, and let's just be honest, because I've had this conversation with successful and unsuccessful people for the reason that they are unsuccessful. A lot of people are afraid of success. When it's staring you in your face, you realize like, yo, I've got to go in this direction at this speed, and I really got to do it. They're going to probably see my flaws. They're going to see what I lack. They're going to see that I BS sometimes, and I'm not going to be able. That shit scares people.
Yeah.
And when I sat there with that young man and I looked him in his face and I could tell like, yo, you are afraid of success. But I'm actually glad it only cost me, honestly, I think I dropped about 30 grand in the dude in a matter of 2 years, like 30 racks.
Wow.
In the dude in 2 years. But when I say great, like I could play songs for you right now from dude and you'd be like, yo, that could be on the radio today. I know it. But you wouldn't get it out of him.
Really?
You wouldn't get it out of him. Karma type situation. I'm flying back from LA and I'm tired as hell. So I'm like, shout out to Red Bull. Y'all need to give me a sponsorship.
Arizona green tea.
Pretty much, right? So I ride up, I don't know if you've ever been to PA. You ever been to Philly before? Pennsylvania at all?
I've just been through there.
Florida. So have you ever heard of Wawa?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, I love Wawa. Okay. Buffalo chicken wrap.
So there you go. Boom. I go into Wawa and I grab a Red Bull and I come to the counter and I hear, long time no see. And I look up and it's the artist.
Yeah. Is he working the cash register?
He's working the cash register. Now, let me premise this story because I gotta show his head for a second.
I fucking knew it.
I'm in there. Now, if you look under the table right now, you see the sneaker game, bro. Like, I do kicks. I'm in the J Balvin Rainbow Jordans that all the young boys in the store looking at my feet. I got the jewelry on. I'm decked out, but I just came from LA. So, if you're in LA, you got to kind of look like you got a little bit of money. I'm not going to act like I'm rich, but damn it, I got to at least look the part. I'm smart enough to understand that Hollywood is make-believe. So, God damn it, this is my costume.
That's it.
I get back to Philly. I'm in there. I'm in that. And he's looking at me. And he like, long time no see. And I'm like, you act like that was my fucking choice.
Mm-hmm.
Man, ring me up for my Red Bull and a Reese cup. Let me get the fuck out of here. Like, can I get your number? You don't need my number.
Nope.
And guess what? My number never changed. This is how I know that I've been doing good business for the past 20 years. I've had the same cell phone number.
Nice.
Ain't a lot of people that can say that.
Nope.
You could clip that part right there and make that something. I've had the same phone number for 20 years. So I'm talking exes. I'm talking chicks that didn't work with. I'm talking guys that I tried to do business with that when they tried to jump into a lane that I wasn't comfortable with, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm not running from anybody.
Damn.
I'm either Paul Freisen or I'm Cuzzin Paul or I was Mr. Out of Order or whatever you want to call me, whichever nickname you came in on. But I'm still the same guy and I feel solid about it. I don't lie. Let me tell you why. 3 words. Can't remember shit.
Yeah.
If it's not into a story form where I can actually tell you what I was wearing, where I was at, the time that was on the clock. And then on top of that, who the fuck are you for me to lie to? Let you make the decision.
Yeah.
Towards what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Why lie to you when I can just be straight up honest and then I'll get a hopefully straight up honest answer from you. Now we can come together and either disagree, or agree to disagree.
Right.
And then we move forward happily. I don't lie to people. I don't try to take advantage of people. I'm just a straight up and down individual.
Yeah.
As the shirt says.
As the shirt says.
Can you see what it say?
Let's see.
Can you see what it say?
Oh, I can see what it says. No, wait.
Come on.
Let me see. Be you.
Oh,
Be you.
all day.
That's it, dude.
That's it.
That's it. There we go.
That's it. Be you.
Be you. I love it.
I coined it. I phrased it. If you take a look on my Instagram, on my Facebook, on my YouTube, the couple of videos I do have, you'll see this big ass logo on my chest like the Superman S. If I get on that stage and I start talking about, I was working out, you're going to be like, you lying motherfucker. You know what I mean? But when I do the joke about when I did work out and I was in that bitch using this machine like crazy, and the dude walked over like, that's for your legs. No, motherfucker, I didn't know it was for my legs. That's probably why my back hurt.
Oh,
You know what I
good.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. The sticker, I was at a raggedy gym. All the stickers was removed off the device to show you shit.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
And I really was in there, like, I was getting it in.
Hell yeah.
And my man was like, yo, you know that's for your legs, right? No.
So, as a matter of fact, I didn't.
I sure didn't, but my arms do feel a little more buff than they did when I came in there.
Yeah, it is,
you know what
I'm
saying?
good, man.
Yeah, now I know why they was $5.99 a month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No instructions, like me, lies, deceit, doing people dirty. It's not in my blood. It's not in my energy. It's not like who I ride alone 93% of the time.
Yeah.
Outside of the lift rides, I'm 93% of the time I'm alone. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder wondering if, especially when I was in Philly, Jersey, Delaware, Baltimore, Maryland, DC, Virginia, Atlanta. I ain't got time to be looking over my shoulder, man. So whatever we came to terms, we either can do it, we can't. Oh, something came up. I really can't move in that direction right now. Is there a way that we can postpone it? Is there a way that we can do it differently? Whatever it is, I'm willing to talk about. Let's communicate.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if we can't, listen, I'd rather tell you ahead of time so that you can make the necessary adjustments so that you can get it done versus lead you on all the way to where now it becomes tension. Now there's a problem. Now I'm an asshole. But most people know when they can't.
Right.
And, like if you told me right now, AP, I need you to do a 2-hour show, straight comedy, making them laugh every 12 seconds. No, that's not. It's not gonna happen that way. I probably can get you every 25 seconds the way I tell stories, but I'm not gonna tell you every 12. Like I'm not the set up punch guy.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy. Now, when I had the opportunity to be that guy, I tried it and I bowed out real quick. Like, you know what? I'm gonna keep working on my 10,000 hours, which is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because some people are asking, like, P, you've been in this, you've done this. Why are you not? The comedy game needs more individuals who, honest to God, want to put the footwork in.
Yeah.
I don't mind going to an open mics. It's the gym. I'm working it out.
Right.
I'm working it out. I need to know if I say it in this voice versus this voice, if I move to the left, to the right, if I stand center of the stage, what's the best way I'm going to get the laughter as well as the reaction that I actually want? I've watched, and this is a testament to being in Philadelphia, the Laugh House, where shout out to my guy, Ray Gordon, amazing gentleman, man. I know people have their stories about him, but he has to kind of be the way he is because he understands that people will take advantage and try their best to just, use a MFer. So he doesn't allow that. And I get it. So that's probably why me and him connect and we feel the way we feel about certain things. But Ray Gordon is the reason you have Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
Kevin Hart went in. Kevin Hart wanted to be called Little Kev the Bastard. He looked at Kev, said, I'm not calling you that. What's your name? He introduced him as Kevin Hart. They started coming down, doing different things. Somebody saw him in that particular spot. Boom, we have Kevin. So I've been around Ray for years. I've watched him. I've watched Buck Wild. I've watched Kevin. I've watched Spank. I've watched so many comedians. God rest his soul. There was a comedian by the name of Sugar Bear who I actually used to work and promote shows with. Richie Redding out of Philly. Really not out of Philly, but his comedy career, I guess, really blew up in Philadelphia. I can think of Dark Child, young lady. This little woman standing about this tall will command a room of 10,000 soldiers if you let her. That's how good she is. And I watched her do it at a show that we had together. God rest his soul, my man Chris Cotton, who, if you Google him, he passed away a few years ago. When I tell you MTV did tributes for this brother, like that's how funny he was. He worked with a lot of writers. He wrote for a lot of people. He did a lot of work. But I've watched all of these guys, all of these people perfect the craft. I feel like I would be disrespectful if I just decide to be like, yo, I'm funny, book me now just because I'm funny. No. Yeah. This is a business. This is a skill. You should be thorough at it. You should be able to do it, turn it on, turn it off, whenever, however, whenever. And that's what I saw all of those individuals I named were able to do. I feel like at where I am right now in the state of comedy, for myself, for my mind, for my brain, for my brand, I feel like I can cut it on, cut it off, but I haven't put in enough leg hours personally. And I want them. Yeah. I want to. You ever watch or play like NBA Live, like story mode or seen it? No. So like, okay, so what they'll do is you'll create the player and it'll be like you're in high school, play a couple games. But in the fans, you'll see added 3,000 fans, added 2,000 fans. That's how I feel about this. Like when I left that stage from Vulcan, I think I added 35 new followers on Instagram. Oh, that's great. You know, like I know, it was probably 100 people in there. That's a nice little chunk.
That was a good show.
And then on top of that, at the end of the show, Marcus is right there doing his thing. I'm just standing at the front. And all these people walking over to me, like the one guy I'll never forget. Bro, fucking been to a lot of shows, man. I'm fucking tell you. The way you started this shit, your energy, man, I've never fucking seen. You know, most of the time people open the show, fucking ass, man. They're fucking ass. And you're like, oh shit, here's the opener. He's fucking garbage. But you, man, fucking top notch. Sure. And I was looking like, appreciate you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I know what I can bring to the table. Yeah. And I honestly, God, felt a little disrespected that they added 2 extra people. Like I wasn't good. Like I was ready to do the 20-minute John that I had prepared. I was ready. And then when I was told that I'm cut down to 5, but this is the business. This is the business. I've seen it. Yeah. I've been through it before. And I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Go out there and do what you do. You know what I mean? Glad I didn't spend no money on an outfit or a haircut. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I think it's good that you got up there. You know what I mean? And then you're building a rapport.
That's it.
So I imagine that, they'll probably think of you for bigger shows and everything. Is that your first time in Vulcan?
That's my first time at Vulcan. I've done Velveeta a couple of times. Shout out to Velveeta, man. The couple times I did Velveeta, they put me on after like the super darkest comedians like twice. It was 2 different people. But I'm talking like pedophilia jokes. I'm talking grave robbing jokes. I'm talking there was 20 people, 30 people in the room. And then by the time I got on stage, it's me and the bartender because everybody left.
Was that bad?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes, both times.
That's a good old Austin recipe.
Yes, it is. So I told them, I said, the next time I come, I need to go up like 3rd. Like I don't... Like, if it's a show, you can leave me last because I know, like, at a show, you'll have better stock of comedians. But Lord have mercy, man. Like, after somebody talk about screwing a dog and stuff like that, I don't even really want to go on stage. I don't even want to touch that mic. Like, y'all need to disinfect this mic. It's dirty.
Dude, you ever been to an open mic where they had like 3 or 4 people who talked about that very same thing?
Yeah.
Just like fucking animals.
So I've been here for 2 years. I've been in Austin for 2 years. And in my 2 years of being in Austin, the first year I was just creeping I would look on the comedy Instagram, Austin comedy, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I would go on there and I would just creep in the rooms and just watch. Because I was like, all right, let me see what the sound is for here. Because I felt like, kind of like New York, you have so many people coming into the city.
Right.
And out of the city. And then so many, as they call them, transplants here. I didn't know what the voice was. And I didn't want to get up there and, I hate to call it this, but, do what they term as black comedy. Because it's like, no, a story is a story, no matter if it's coming from a white person or a black person.
Right.
You've driven a car. You've had a wife. You've had friends with dogs. Like, no matter how I tell a story. Now, I do get what they could possibly be talking about, but it's like, I'm not even in that category. I'm treading the line of an individual who writes a book, and I want the left, the right, the upstairs, the downstairs, the middle. I want everybody to read it. I don't just want one particular thing. So I'm in there and I'm watching, and I'm sitting in the back of the room sometimes, and I'm just like, damn, I feel for the bartender who has to hear this shit make no money. Because half of them broke as fuck, so they not spending no money at the bar. Mm-hmm. You don't even care that you tip or give a tip to these people. Right. You know what I mean? Then I get booked for a show at La Cantina, Flamingo Cantina, something like that.
Shit, I don't even know where that is.
Right on 6, right? So I get booked for this show. I go. I spend $35. I didn't know the parking situation downtown, so I'm on the parking a lot. I spend like $30-something a park. I get to the show and the promoter goes, man, when it rain in Austin, people don't come out. I'm like, no, when you don't promote anywhere, people don't come out.
Yeah.
So it's me on the stage, the 3 musicians for the show that he was having, 2 bartenders. And he like, yo, you want to come outside and help me give away flyers? I wish I would do exercise the night after I spent $30 a park. Like, I'm not coming out here to walk. The people on 6th Street already know where they're going. Yeah. And you can't change their mind with this little square piece of paper that you shouldn't even have anymore, because you should have promoted the hell out of this thing to the point that you know you're going to get 50 people in the door. You know you're going to get, but the problem that I'm seeing in Austin when it comes down to that, and it comes to these comedy shows and these open mics and all this, they're just letting damn near anybody promote. They're just damn near letting anybody get on stage. Mm-hmm. They're just damn near allowing anybody to say anything. You don't want any tension. And it's like, yo, it's okay to tell somebody, no, not tonight with that. Yeah. You're going to kill the crowd that I do have. And I need them to come back. I need this 20 to all tell one person. That's an extra 20. And then that 20 to tell 3 people, that's 60. And build this thing to where, all right, now if we have 200 people in the room, 10% of that 200 might want to hear them dark jokes. And if that 20 people leave, we still got a crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. I do get what you're saying about promoting like specificity of like the specific kind of show, right? I do like barking as like, what I do with barking is I just kind of like, I consider it like a warm up. Okay. Like when I go out, like I'll just sit there and I'll just be spitting just jokes, just like freestyling, just like whatever. And there was one time it was at Narbar. I don't know if you ever performed at Narbar.
I've heard of it. I haven't performed it.
Yeah, it's like a freaking like punk rock like kind of place. It's just like, it's sort of like gloves are off, just fucking just go, go crazy, right? And so they were like, yeah, man, we'll give you a few minutes if you bark for us. And I was like, yeah, sure. So I go and I bark, for a while, and I got a bunch of people in. And then oddly enough, they had like one of those crackheads who kind of like latched on like for some reason and just liked my jokes. And so he started pulling people in too, right?
There you go.
And then so we go in, there was like maybe like 30 people that started with nothing. And then when I went in, everybody knew me because I was barking.
There you go.
So they were just automatically loose.
And that's what an opener does. That's what somebody who you're setting the stage as an opener.
Yeah.
I would love to actually be able to be on tour with somebody and I'm just the opener. I wouldn't have a problem with that for a year.
Who would you go on tour with?
Man, listen. Almost anybody. Honest to God, anybody. I'd do any of the guys from like pause, because I know what the internet's gonna do with that.
Yeah, I was gonna be like,
I would go on tour with any of the gentlemen from like the 85 South Show. I love Carlos, Chico Bean, DC Young Fly. I love their energy. There's a young cat, Mojo Brooks. I like the way he does things, you know what I'm saying, in relation to the comedy and his bits and his timing and even his crowd work. I'm blocking on his name right now, but there's a heavier gentleman that wears a hat and he sits on the
like a stool,
and he does a lot of crowd work. And I actually, it's crazy, I can't think of his name right now, but I was in the airport and somebody thought I was him, and I'm like, no, it's not me, bro. And I actually gave him my card, like, no, I'm Cuzzin Paul. I'm not. Dang, what is it? His name gonna pop up in the middle of the like wrestlers talking.
It's always like that.
I'm gonna throw it out there, but if Cedric the Entertainer was to ever go on tour, I would love to open up for him.
My gosh, he was great.
Somebody like my good guy DL Hughley, who I met DL a few times. One particular time in Atlantic City, New Jersey. I go to a show, and then after the show, I'm a firm believer in just walk in and act like you belong.
Yeah.
So I literally just walk backstage and act like I belong, and the next thing I know, I'm sitting down there smoking cigars with DL Hughley. He done kicked his shoes off. We're talking comedy. We're talking life. We're talking everything. And then he starts following. This was 2018.
Dang. Did y'all talk about like the Kings of Comedy?
2017, 2018. Did we talk Kings of Comedy? Nah, we just like I was telling him what I was doing, just shooting the shit. And he was like, yo, just keep getting on stage. And he also said out of his mouth, do those open mics, do those free shows. Just continue getting the time. If you're going towards this 10,000 hours that they say you need to be a pro at most things, all of these minutes count, and you don't count the hour it took you to get there because you didn't do any jokes. You're not on stage.
Right, right.
But like every time I do a show, I'm like, all right, I did 5, I did 10, I did 15, I did 20, I did 5, I did 7, I did 3, I did this, that, and the third. Like the first time at Velveeta was 3 minutes. I flew all the way from Philadelphia to here for 3 minutes. And then there was nobody in the room left, but hey, I got to clock these 3 minutes.
You got to do it.
And I had a good time doing it, and they're actually still following me, but it was a lady by the name of Alicia and her husband from New Zealand. They were left in the back, and they followed me when it was over on Instagram. So they've been following me ever since. You know what I'm saying? So, while obviously you want to add 40, 50 people per show, if the promoter's not getting 50 to 100 to 300 to 600 people in the room, your odds are very slim to none of doing that. You know what I mean? And just before we cut that down on the promoters here, I need promoters in Austin, Texas to understand that if you have 3,000 Facebook, Instagram friends, only 10% of them are really paying attention to what you're doing. And then out of that 10% of 3,000 is 300. Out of that 10%, that 300 is going to see over 100,000 things before the date of your show. So you have to actually remind them damn near daily. They might call it spam, they might call it whatever, but as a good buddy of mine who I was able to sit and listen to Shaquille O'Neal talk, it was like a business meeting for I think HP, and Shaq was talking about advertisement on the call. We have to put it in front of people as much as possible. It does not matter. The more they see it, the more they'll remember us, the more. Now, I want you to think about that. Shaquille O'Neal's in how many commercials right now that you can count? You probably would lose all your fingers, all your toes, probably if you couldn't point, because he's everywhere. And why? Because he understands that the more I'm in front of you, the more you'll support what I'm doing.
Didn't he do a commercial with like the General Auto Insurance?
He's General Auto. He's now doing Home Depot. Not Britling, Invicta. He's a part owner of that. Reebok. He's owner of that. His retail group owns all the rights to Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe.
No shit.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Yes.
I know he does shit with Walmart.
Walmart,
yeah, Walmart.
Papa John's,
Rogaine.
Rogaine.
I don't know if that's true. I was just making
No,
a
it's
joke.
not Rogaine. It's not Rogaine. It's damn. What is it? Icy Hot. Icy Hot
yeah.
for your back.
Yeah.
The sleep study now because he has sleep apnea. Like it's like, yo, he was like, I'm dying, but I still got to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just a ton
I'm
of
dying
shit,
in my
yeah.
sleep. I don't really sleep, but when I do sleep, I'm dying in it. But hey,
He's a
how
doctor.
can I make money off of me dying in my sleep? And now, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then he has the chicken spots. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's got like the barbecue chicken spots. That's why he's always some barbecue chicken. Like that's like the man knows how to make money.
Yeah.
And you have to put yourself in front of people. So here's the deal. If you are a promoter in the city of Austin, if you are a promoter in the United States of America, if you are a comedian, if you are a musician, if you are a clothing designer, if you are a realtor, whatever you do, continue putting yourself in front of as many people as possible. Why? They have to see you to remember you.
Yeah.
There's too many impressions going around. You say, hey, I'm having an event on May 29th of 2026. And today is April the 26th. That's too many days going by for me to remember that you said that one thing. But if you did a video today and you did another one on Monday, then another one on Wednesday, and every Monday and Wednesday all the way to the show, and or you sold tickets, and or you gave away something, and or you came creative with, hey, maybe posting jokes or clips from the musicians or whatever that you're doing. If you're selling houses, you're putting up beautiful pictures of the house, whatever it is, now you're embedding memories. And when you embed memories, people will come.
Yeah.
But that's just my little, having a degree in marketing. This is a small part of my life.
So like if so with your like degree in marketing, right? Let's say somebody's following you around personally, right? If somebody's following you around, what would be like the most surprising thing about you that they would find out?
I'm willing to help damn near anybody without a fee being attached to it.
Yeah.
I want to see people win, man.
Yeah.
If I could see this podcast jump from just being known on Instagram to now you are being streamed on YouTube, to now you're being streamed on Netflix, to now you're being streamed on, one of the, let's say, Barstool Sports. And I'm able to help by just pushing. Yo, tune in. What does that hurt me?
Right. Yeah.
If you actually are giving great content, good situation, good energy, then now people are looking at me like, yo, we can actually listen to Cuzzin Paul, because when he does give information, it's decent information.
Yeah.
But if I saw like your product, your business, your whatever, still needed some help to be placed in front of the masses, well, let's work on that first.
Yeah.
And I am the type of person who, if you do a squiggly circle, it's like, yo, this is what you started with. Don't worry, we can get it to a full circle where it connects at some point. You got to work towards that. Again, that's putting in the hours. That's putting in the work. That's learning the craft. That's figuring it out.
That's earning your talent. Earning
your talent. Like a lot of people feel like, oh man, I woke up this morning and I made the lady at the doctor's office laugh. I'm gonna be the next. No, you're not.
No.
She probably was like, his breath stink. He don't know it. Like, you have no idea.
It takes work.
It's a lot of work.
How has your jokes evolved throughout the years?
Very first large show, Philadelphia. I think it was 600 people in that room.
600 person
600
room?
people in that room.
Who was the headliner?
The headliner was Smokey Suarez.
Smokey Suarez?
Out of, I think he's out of Philly, but he works a lot in New York.
Oh, okay. Wow, holy shit. That's a lot.
So I did the show that I was supposed, no. I didn't do the show that I was supposed to do when my brother was killed. And then fast forward May to June, Father's Day weekend, me and my dad and my brother go to the grave. We lay some flowers for my brother. Then we go to dinner. I was asked to do like an open mic that night at a place called Mill Creek Tavern in Philly. So the guy was like, well, I know you didn't do the first one, but if you want, you can have 5 minutes on this. I'm like, all right, cool. So I show up. This is actually, I think this one's still on I believe that show is still on YouTube. So I go and I do it. And I start out by, hey, this is Father's Day. This would have been my brother's first real Father's Day, but obviously he's not here anymore. I share the story. So now I got everybody. So then I go right into just material. And I got a couple chuckles. Like I got a decent amount of chuckles. Like the video's up, so it's not like I can lie.
What kind of jokes were you telling them?
It was about credit. I really hated my girlfriend at the time.
Yeah. Was it like just a setup punchline?
It was like setup punchline, but then it was a few stories. It was like my credit score is better because of her. Because she sure enough was financing life for me to a point. And she just got on my nerves, man. She was one of them. It was one of them relationships that it was like, she was like on a 12-step program to being a better man. Like I had to use her as the steps to get to the top. And then once it was all over, we kind of reconciled a little bit as friends, but we damn sure wasn't good at being boyfriend girlfriend. So the jokes were setup punch. It was about my background, 15 years as a teacher in either the school district of Philadelphia or private schools.
Oh, wow.
And then I own daycare centers in Philly.
You own daycare centers?
I owned 20 years. 1999, we shut down the day that the pandemic started, and then we never reopened. So literally, I owned daycares. I ran centers. People in the city of Philadelphia know me from owning daycares, doing real estate, promoting the parties, managing the rappers. Like in Philadelphia, when I would move around, it was hard to move around without running into somebody I knew or somebody who wanted to talk to me about something. And it was like, yo, I just want to have a drink tonight.
Yeah.
I just want to have dinner tonight.
You just want to relax.
I just want to, almost likened it to what Eminem was saying. Like, I just want to sit with my fucking daughter. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have kids at the time. Yeah. But Em was like, yo, like, just let me enjoy this moment.
Did you see that thing about him, like, where he goes and I think Haley, it was a prom, and then he just, like, stuck his head out just so he can watch. Or no, it was homecoming. He just stuck his head.
It's the only thing he could do.
Yeah. Because he was like, he's so damn famous. But he was in a classroom watching on like a TV or something. Yeah. And then he just like went to go like grab the memory real quick. I was like,
it's crazy.
Bitch, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It got to the point in the city of Philadelphia, and my best friends will tell you, I had a car that had like, I don't know, I was feeling myself, I'm not gonna lie. I had like my logos on the car, on the plate and everything.
Yeah, man.
And we're at a mall I was at the mall called the King of Prussia Mall. This mall is huge. Huge.
Yeah.
So I'm in the mall, and then I get a DM because I think Instagram was really like starting to pop. I get a DM, and it was like, yo, I saw your car. Where you at in the mall? Shit.
Yeah.
Very next day, I took that car to the dealer, traded it in, and got me a Nissan Maxima.
Hell yeah, dude.
It was just like, yeah, I'm good, because now nobody, and then I deep dark tinted the windows, that way you couldn't.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, shit, like people know who I am and where I am. And if somebody decides that they want to see if I'm worth what it looks like, I could be putting myself in potential danger. You know what I mean? And I didn't want that at all. It's like, I don't want, because while, yes, I had businesses and I had things that was making money, what people weren't looking at was how I was running my business. So my daycare, for instance, 20 years out of 20 years, I made $40,000. So do the math on that. That's only $20,000 a year. Why did I only take $20,000 a year? Well, the one thing that you'll notice and know about anybody who's a teacher, what do they complain about? How much they're paid.
Yeah.
Well, I made sure that my teachers, my staff, whoever was in the building was paid top notch. That way I wouldn't have turnover like everybody else. Because when people are paid, they happy.
Yeah.
So, okay, I only make 20 grand, but I also have other outlets. So it might be 20 grand from this, but then I'm doing 20 grand from this, then I'm doing 20 grand from that. And then I'm making 40 in the school district.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right.
I heard something about that, about a guy who did something similar with in his restaurant. He
have to.
He paid I want to say that he actually gave him like, I think it was like 70 grand a year or something like that. And it was, that's just.
You probably had the best servers. You probably
Yeah.
have the best line cooks.
Yeah.
You probably have the best. And they're going, and guess what? Because they know if I lose this and I got to go over the Bob's Big Boys, I'm going to make minimum wage. I'm going to be treated like crap. I'm probably not going to get the tips. I'm not going to get the type of clientele.
It's going to feel like shit every day you work.
You're not going to leave. You're going to feel like, damn, I really screwed up.
Yeah.
And so for me, in business, it's always been take care of everybody. You're going to be good on the back end.
Yeah. I have a kind of the same mentality because I have dreams and like ideas about like where I want like this to go. Like this is sort of like the route, but it's going to turn into something soon. And all the whole thing is to do just that very thing, you know, because I'm like, man, if there's something that I'm successful with and I'm of the success that I can bring people with me,
there you go.
I'm like, I just want to bring people with me and I want to take care of them, like get people out of it because it sucks.
It's an absolute must to make sure that those around you are taken care of if they are helping you with your dream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, lo and behold, like I said, I got here, I'm in Texas, I'm trying to find good jobs, whatever. And I'm gonna be real, man. I did so far, I think it's 160 applications. I've had like 14 interviews. Out of those 14 interviews, 10 times I was told I'm overqualified. I'm like, I just need a job, bro. I would just prefer a job over doing Lyft. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if I know I can make $1,300 a week by going to this job, then that's better than fishing around for rides and trying to make $1,300 a week. Okay, cool. So it didn't work out that way. Then the other 4, I think I probably did shoot a little higher than what I should have, but you know, hey,
that's all right.
I got to the interview, so obviously you saw something on the resume, and you know, whatever. But the one job that really ticked me off, though, I ain't gonna lie to you, enterprise rental car, man. Like I'm like I can't. What's overqualified to rent a car? Like I press a couple buttons and
what the hell?
I run the credit card if everything right. Like
how the hell did what?
Told me I was overqualified. I'm like, you know.
That's fucking insane.
So, but then I went into an enterprise and
I'm like, you're doing Lyft. That's like your whole thing.
But I went into an enterprise down in San Marcos and I saw the 2 guys that was there. And I was like, okay, you guys wanted some college kids with no experience who really don't give a damn, and if you fire them, oh well, type. You know what I mean? But
disposable people.
Yeah, disposable people. I'm not like I kept trying to tell people, even during the interview, I'm like, I don't want your job. Like whoever's interviewing me, don't look at it like I'm coming. I don't want your job. I just want income.
Right.
So that I don't have to do silly crap.
You're just trying to survive.
But that's it. So, but I've been able to. Like literally I get the text almost every week. You've made more than most Lyft drivers, but I done figured out the game. You know what I mean? I done figured out where to go, where to be, how to be there, and get the maximum dollar, whatever. And I also learned how to get the tips, cash and or on the app. You know what I mean? I figured out what to say, how to say it, how to keep the car. You know what I mean? And hey, it's been working out for me. You probably looked at my IG. You'll see the commercial at the top for Pair of Thieves. That came off of an Uber ride when I was working for Uber. I literally picked up a guy, and it was cold in Austin, you know, and I'm in shorts and a t-shirt. And
it was 70.
And my man's like bundled down with a scarf on and a Scully hat. And I'm like, bro, it's really not that cold. And we're talking. And I'm like, so Gary, where you going? And he goes, yeah, I'm producing this commercial today here in Austin. And it was January 20th of 2024, 2023, 2024. So I drop him off. And before I drop him off, I always keep my card in the car. I'm like, yo, if you guys need any extras, let me know.
Yeah.
I literally go to the next ride. And my phone starts ringing as I'm picking up the people. Like they're getting in the car. And I'm like, hold on real quick for me. Talking, and when they got off the phone, the riders like, "Oh my God, you gotta be in a commercial." I'm like, they like, "Yo, our main person dropped out. Can you come?
Yeah,
when you need me." They said, "Can you be here in an hour?" I sure can. I looked. Their ride was 4 minutes. I dropped them off. It was a church somewhere near here. It was like a Catholic church. I dropped them off. I cut the app off. I ran to my house. Took the quickest shower, but I hit all the hot points. Got dressed. Came back. Boom. I'm right there prominently in the commercial for a pair of Thieves underwear. Now I did ask them, can I take my clothes off and show off the underwear? But they didn't want that. They just wanted me to catch the underwear.
Dude,
So
I would have been like, yes.
yeah,
I'm like, take them off. Like,
nah, they,
dude,
you know,
I love Pair of Thieves, man.
yeah, like softest underwear ever.
They're amazing
See
underwear.
that pair of Thieves? Look at that. I keep bringing it all up. They I made $200 for like an hour worth of work, which
No shit.
it was like an hour worth of work. But then the commercial actually aired, and I'm getting texts from people around the country like, "Yo, P, is that you?" Like, yeah, that's me.
That's cool.
And the
man.
underwear commercials, like I tried to tell them, let me put a pair on. They sell out. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, yeah, there was a time at Target because I went and I would go get like the 2-pack, and then yeah, dude, there was a time I was like, man, they're just not at Target anymore, but that's where I got them from.
yeah,
you know,
I think they're at Walmart. Pretty much, I want to say exclusively either there or their website, but
dang, they were that was
pair of Thieves. There's something about them underwear, man. They're freaking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Really?
So I got that commercial, and then from there I got a commercial for it was like a real estate commercial. One of those. What the hell was the name of it? I never even seen it. I know I was there. It was funny. I was the token black guy at this cookout.
no shit. Were you the one cooking though?
No, it was
No,
shot.
you weren't the one
I was
cooking?
just there talking. It was
that
like
sucks.
two Caucasian ladies, and I'm just standing there. And this is pretty much what we're doing, like this, while they're shooting the real commercial, and we're just in the background doing this. So we're literally saying stuff like, "So where did you get the best drink in Philly?" And I was just like, "Oh, you can go to this such and such bar in Philadelphia." I was like, "But what?" And this is our conversation while they're shooting the real shit. But you can't hear what we're saying because we're in the background. Like, but I was the black guy in the back of this cookout. I was like, I don't care. 40 minutes of work and you make $200. Like, okay, cool. So my first 2 commercials made me $400. I put it in the account. Call it a day. Like, and I've been Michael Druck. If he would just go ahead and hire me and put me on his list. I'm Cuzzin Paul. I am America's favorite cousin. I don't care what nobody says. I just need to be cast as the cousin. I'm a good cousin, man. Like, I'm the guy you can talk to. I'm going to give you some answers. I might even just listen to you and let you hear what you're saying because you probably already answered your question and what you're saying. But because it's in here, you can't really hear it. But once you hear it, you say it out loud, it's like, damn, I did kind of just answer myself. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was able to help. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There we go.
I'm a listening ear, man. Like, so, man. That's just me being me, though, because you got to be you.
You gotta be you.
Boom.
Be you. There you go.
Be you.
It's right here.
Yeah.
See that? There you go.
That's
but
it.
I used to do extras. I used to be an extra or whatever. There was a show. It was very short lived. It was with Cole Hauser from Yellowstone and Anthony Anderson. And yeah, it was what's the show called? Oh, K-ville. It was called K-ville. And in my current job, I'm an EMT. And ironically, like I was an EMT on the show, right?
There you go.
And they had this one scene. It was like the typical scene.
Foretelling, man. It was foretelling.
I know,
You
right?
know.
It is. It's weird, right? But they had this one scene where we had to do the thing where you bust through the hospital doors and then you're running down the hall and like everybody's like, is he gonna be all right and all that stuff like that. And so we were about to do that scene. The director yelled action, and I was in the back of the stretcher, and I go to push the stretcher, and it wasn't moving. And he was like, action! And I was like, oh no. I was like, what the And I'm looking at the wheels, I'm looking at everything, and I don't know. At this time, I didn't know shit about stretchers. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? And all of a sudden, the doors fly open. They go, cut! What is going on? And Anthony Anderson, who is right there behind me, he starts laughing his fucking ass off because he was holding a stretcher. I was like, dude, only one of us here will lose our jobs, bro. I was like, dude.
I mean,
Yeah. I was like, when I'm not really an extra, you're about to turn me into a minus, bro.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah, well.
But no, there was doing that extra stuff was really good. I got to meet Denzel Washington. That was the
There you
biggest.
go. Denzel.
Denzel?
His name is really Denzel.
Denzel. I didn't
But
know
everybody, but because people say Denzel, he just rolled with it. But his name is actually Denzel.
that. Denzel.
Yep.
Oh, dude, thank you for telling me.
Yep.
You might actually appreciate this more than anybody.
Go ahead, let's talk.
So, dude, you'll never believe a movie I just saw for the first time like a month ago.
All right, hit me with it.
Training Day.
That's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. I can give you one worse than that for myself.
What's that?
But tell me why you didn't see it, then I'll tell you.
It just didn't look like up my alley kind of thing.
Okay.
And I think what it was you remember that movie with Christian Bale called Harsh Times?
No.
Yeah.
I'll have to look. I'll have to check that one out.
It's just one of those like LA gangster movies.
Okay.
Right. That kind of thing. Just like, like a gang kind of gangster movie kind of thing going on. And I just never really been appealed by that. It's just mostly the LA thing. I'm just LA doesn't really appeal to me, so
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
So Training Day, I guess because of the the genre, I was like, I never watch it. Dude, it's literally one of my top 5 favorite movies.
It's an amazing movie.
It was
like it's an
fucking
amazing
incredible.
movie.
I was like, dude, I was blown. Like, dude, me and my girlfriend afterwards, we were like, what the fuck was that? We were like, oh my God, that movie was amazing. Like, it was just, it really was
Training
incredible.
Day is one of those, I don't want to call it sleeper films, but like, if you definitely aren't a Denzel fan, or you haven't followed him, or you're just not into certain like that movie gets put in a box probably with like Boys in the Hood or something like that, but it's like it's not that.
No, it's not that.
It's not that.
Yeah.
But because you see certain elements in the clips in the, it'll make somebody think, just another gangsta ass movie with black people in it.
Yeah.
No, it's actually deeper than that. It's a lot deeper
It is
than that.
really deep. It's a whole lot deeper.
It's a lot
man.
deeper. And there's an appreciation for movies like that. And this is something that I've learned over the past. I just turned 44. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I got to go back and watch a couple of movies because I'm pretty sure the meanings and some of the things that they're saying and some of the things that were going on are going to mean something totally different to me now.
Yeah.
That I've had life experience than when I saw when I was 18, 19, 20.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything. It was just entertainment. Oh, that's dope. Oh, look how he shot him and threw him over the balcony.
Right.
Like, but now it's like, see why he shot him and threw him over the balcony. He probably spent 30 grand on his record career and he wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
It makes sense now.
There we go, dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah, why somebody will hold you over a balcony and tell you, you know what I mean? You better hope that your shoe don't slip off.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like, it means something different.
Give my money.
After you've spent some money, spent some time, put your heart into something and somebody does something to you and it's like,
Yeah.
like you can't even die regular. It has to be a special death. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, dude. We're going to feature the dogs, bro.
yeah. So my movie, and I probably would have lost my black card back in the day, in all honesty. First off, I went to a historically black college university, Cheney University, 1837. It's supposed to be, and it's a fight about it, but we're not fighting about it. We're the number one HBCU in the country. Like, we're number one. We're not like in rank or anything. We were the first HBCU. So I go to HBCU, and I had never seen School Days.
I don't think I've ever seen either. Let me write that
School
down.
Days, and it's DAZE, produced by Spike Lee, and it's all about the fraternal life on a historically black campus, as well as the politics of living on a historically black, going to school on a historically black campus and things like that. Like,
Oh, wow.
but I had never seen it. So I get on campus and, you know, the Qs, the Kappas, the Deltas, the Divine Nine, all of them, I'm seeing it, but it's not resonating with me until maybe like a year in when I finally learned their history and everything. Like, oh, okay, this is cool. This is something worth possibly, you know, supporting or whatever. I never really had an interest because I have brothers, you know, and then I have friends already, and I'm not good wearing one color. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to be a smart ass, but like the Qs are purple and gold, the Kappas are red and white, the Iotas are like brown and yellow, and then
and that's
the
the whole
Sigmas are
fraternity
royal.
thing?
That's the fraternity. Like, that's their color. So now you kind of pigeonholed a little bit that once you go over, you kind of wear something or whatever with that. So now if I want to be flying my red and white new Jordans, but I'm a Q,
Oh, they got pissed.
it's not even like it's going to be an attitude or a problem. Like, I don't want to see that. But for me, I just was like, it felt like like what you said, it felt like gang shit to me. Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
like that's what it
It's
kind
like
of
Crips
felt
and
like.
Bloods kind of thing going on.
It felt like that. But here's the other part, and let me back up because I know I'm gonna get criticized. When I went to school in 1999, I was 17 when I walked into college. I literally graduated high school
Yeah.
a month after turning 17. So I turned 17 in April, graduated high school, and then I started college at 17. So I'm young. I don't really I know stuff, but I don't know shit. I'm 17.
Right.
Like when I would tell girls on campus I'm 17, they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you some things, young boy." Well, I'm willing to let you show me whatever you want.
Right. Teach me.
And I was thinner. I played sports. And lo and behold, when I turned 18, and this is how I got into the real estate stuff. When I turned 18, me and my mother was in a car accident. My 8th grade year, this guy rear-ended us. We were on our way to the high school fair, and I hurt my knee really bad. So I didn't play basketball ninth grade year, rehabbing. And when I turned 18, my mother and father never told me. They never said anything to me. When I turned 18, my mom was like, "Let's go to lunch." I go to lunch with my mom. And we're downtown Philly. I'm like, "Why did you pick downtown?" I was like, "Nowhere to park, whatever." So I shut up. We go to lunch. Then she goes into this building. She's like, I got a meeting. I want you to sit in on it.
Yeah.
Lawyer's office. It was my check from the accident on my 18th birthday.
Huh.
So now I'm 18 with some money.
Oh, shit, dude.
Back on campus with a car, money.
Yeah.
I got influence now. Like I'm an original influencer because now I can say, all right, well, I ain't eating at the caf. That's trash.
Can I ask how much? Is it rude?
It was like 40 grand.
Damn, dude. I wouldn't know what to do if I was 18.
I put 30 away.
You're already
And I
smart.
took 10 and I literally stretched that 10 through the last 3 years of college. But that 30 went towards buying the first property. You know what I'm saying? And then from there,
you played it smart.
I had to. I was the older brother. Not only am I the older brother, I've seen a lot of people lose.
Yeah.
I've got uncles who are fucking losers. Like, sorry, but it's the truth. Like, I have a joke right now that's like, if the Illuminati was like, you could be a billionaire tomorrow, which uncle you want? I got him. Which one you want me to sacrifice? I got one that ain't doing shit. I got no, they ain't doing, nobody will miss these motherfuckers. Like, I will, whatever it takes. Like, that's the joke, but it's real. Because my mother is a stone cold motherfucking hustler. I watch my mother work her job, do hair, sell costume jewelry. During Christmas, she would take a wire hanger, take the paper off, turn it into a circle, take yarn, Tootsie Rolls. They call them footsies, the different color, different flavors.
Oh, okay.
She would twist them on and make candy fucking reefs out of them shits. She would make about 100 of them, sell them at about $20 a piece. People would custom order. Oh, I want this strawberry, the bonbon joints. I want that, or I want this. And she would get the candy. She would make them. Say she sold 100 of them at $20.
Yeah.
That's the $2,000 she's using to buy her Christmas gifts.
Oh, damn. That's a wonderful woman right there, man.
She was off on Tuesday. She would drop us off at school, say 8 a.m., drive from Philadelphia to New York, go to Canal Street, get the costume jewelry, drive back to Philadelphia. She got about an hour and a half, hit a couple hair salons, sell the costume jewelry, then be right at the door to pick us up from school.
Damn.
That's a hustling motherfucker.
Yeah, hustling, dude.
She now has her property portfolio. We own the building that we did the daycare. We took care of that. She does right now mobile notary. She's 69. She just turned 69 April 20th. 4/20 is her birthday. So she been getting high on this thing called life without marijuana.
There you go.
She literally, you can't stop my mom from starting, doing, going after a business or a business idea.
Nice.
Period. And that's where I got it from. I learned early, 11th grade year. I went to a high school. It was called Parkway Program. Well, it's called Parkway School Without Walls. We were able to go off campus. It was pretty much like a college situation, but a high school. We called all the teachers by first name. So it was Kathy. It was this is how, this was the culture that they had started back in the 60s. My Uncle Warren, God rest his soul, was a student. My cousin Carlton was a student. So we all, like, I'm family legend into this thing. And one morning I'm like, yo, I just want pizza today for lunch. So I'm like, Mom, can I get $5 for pizza? I don't know what the fuck was going on, but finances must have been tight in the bitch. And I'm an adult now, so I know it's been moments where you $5, you like, man, I ain't fucking got it.
Yeah.
My mom walked in the room, she looked in my face, she said, you know what the fuck I used to have to do for lunch money? I was like, what? I sold weed. And I was just like,
God damn.
so what do you want me to do with this information? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
It's Mother's Day coming up.
Because I'm literal. Like, if you tell me, like, so am I getting the 5 or not? So she wound up giving me like $4 or something like that. And I'm like, so are you asking me or giving me permission to go out? And shut up, boy. I'm just letting you know that, I wasn't able to just ask for money. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
I get the point. So from literally like that point forward, and even though before that, the number one thing that I know that's lacking in family and community and everything is nobody's afraid to embarrass their parents anymore or their family anymore. So I couldn't imagine being that guy who just does something so obnoxious, so crazy, so out of pocket to where it brings embarrassment to my mother, my father, the rest of the family, even if some of them are idiots. Let them be the embarrassment. I don't want to be a part of that conversation.
Yeah.
So when it came down to managing money, making money, running business, doing whatever, like I said, 20 years owning a daycare, my mother was the proprietor. She started it. I just jumped into the business and helped her do everything that was necessary. First off, I was the one with the college degree. Mm-hmm. When you have a college degree, you can be the director, you can be the this, that, and the third, and it helps you with the system that they have in place. It's like, okay, we have somebody that's college educated running it, and then it trickled down to how I selected the staff. You know what I mean? So it was a whole ordeal. That's a whole nother thing.
You just
but
kind of figured it out, man.
this is where the experiences that I've had with running business, the experiences that I've had with doing stuff on the street, the stuff in between of doing the clothing, because I started my first clothing line in 2000 on my college campus. Like, my last year of college, I didn't even take the loans. I paid it cash. They thought I was selling dope.
Oh, no shit.
They really, like, that's not the first time I've heard that. It's not the first time I've heard that. Like, if you do the research on Paul Friesen, first and foremost, there wasn't a lot of tax returns filed. Personally, it was because of the job and the structure and the way that I would make money outside of the school district. I was offsetting stuff so much that I wasn't even thinking about that shit. But people would see Cat like, this guy got something going on. And he always out at night. You know what I mean? And all his cars have tint. He's always got the new sneakers on. Like, so people will look at me and they're like, do you sell drugs? I'm like, I don't sell no goddamn drugs. I don't have the time for that. Like, I've met drug dealers. I know some of the top notch ones in Philly. Jersey, Delaware, Atlanta, not my calling. First off, you got to run the streets. Do I look like I run? I'm not running shit. Like, it's not my thing. Like, I actually, and this is a crazy story, but very true. Again, if it don't tie to memory, I can't do it. One of my very last parties before I moved over to work at this nightclub in Philly, we were doing this gentleman, I'm not going to say his name, but he was turning 30 and he knew he was about to get life. He knew he was about to get life. He knew it.
Shit.
He knew it.
Yeah.
So he hit us up. Be like, yo, we was told you got one of the hottest parties in the city. I want my people to come in. I want them to be free. And I need 30 bottles of everything.
Oh, shit.
So now what that means is he wants to pay bottle service. So when at the time, Ciroc had like 3 flavors, but he wanted 30 bottles of each flavor. Hennessy, 30 bottles. Rosé. Everybody wanted rosé at the time. 30 bottles. So it was like 10 liquors that he ran off. He wanted 30 bottles of each times whatever we were charging per bottle.
Holy shit.
I pull up. My man's sitting in a black Escalade, all blacked out. Now, this is the time when I had my little my little Infinity joint that was, decent too.
Yeah.
So I pull up, I park behind him, I get in the truck. I get inside the truck. There's a gun on the dashboard. Motherfuckers playing Scarface. There's $40,000 in cash sitting there.
God damn.
He's like, all right, that should cover the people getting in and my bottle service, right? Yeah. Definitely
just
should
about
cover it,
do
right?
Yeah.
I called my girl at the time, the one that I did the jokes about, and I'm like, I'm not coming home. I don't want you to, like, if you don't have to leave the house, don't leave the house. I'm not coming home. Because in my mind, I got this 40, and I went straight to the airport, parked my car in the joint, and went to Avis and got a rental, money in the backpack, and now I'm moving in a rental for like 4 days because I'm like, I don't want them to follow me, say somebody take the bread, then it's like I owe X.
Oh shit! I see.
See, most people are like, why didn't you just go buy the bottles? I hear you, but we did this at like 9:00 at night. So this is a movie now. I got to make it till morning.
Dude, it sounds like training day, bro.
I got to make it till morning.
You're making all the stops that you got to do.
I get to the bank, and this is how I learned that you can only deposit $9,999 before they have to set off the thing to the IRS.
Yeah.
So I literally gave her $9,999. Boom, put that in.
Yeah.
I go over to Jersey because you couldn't get rosé in Philly because it wasn't legal in Philly for whatever reason, Commonwealth, stupid shit. I go over there, I put the order in. Now I'm giving them money. Boop, 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 boop. They like, yeah, we can have it all by Friday. All right, have everything by Friday, whatever. So now I still got like 20 grand left on me. I go get a hotel because now I'm tired. I'm like, I'm not, because even if motherfuckers see my face, man, I ain't sleep till that shit was over.
Dude, oh my God, man. Also, I don't even think I blinked while you were telling me that. I was like, dude.
This is my life. Like people like, you can't tell me shit about party promotion, about event marketing. I met DMX at fucking the Ritz-Carlton.
No way.
He's sitting at the bar. Here I am acting like I'm fucking rich. I buy him a drink. I should have had that motherfucker pay. But oh my God, man, I appreciate that. I'm like, you really talk like that.
X gonna give it to you.
Yeah, I'm like, you really talk like that. And my guy M Dot, and all my team PR guys will tell you, like, me and him sitting there literally this close, just talking at the bar, and they like, yo, P really went over there and just started talking to DMX. He a person,
dude. That's badass though.
He's a person,
yeah.
If you look on my IG, you'll see the picture of me and Paul Mooney. Man, I had a 2-hour conversation with Paul Mooney, maybe about a couple months before he passed away, bro.
Wow,
it was the most amazing 2-hour conversation I've ever had in my life.
What are some highlights, man? Like, what did y'all talk about?
The people are stupid. They're dumb. They're there.
I love that conversation.
They're there. They're there. You tell the jokes, whatever you want to say. You say what you want to say. If it's from your heart, you say it. If it's in your heart, you say it.
Yeah.
Damn it, if it's on your mind, you say it. You don't hold anything back. Your voice is to be heard. Your voice is not to be held back. God damn it, don't you hold your voice back. And I was looking like, I promise I won't. I promise I won't hold it back. And I'll stay true. I'll stay honest. And I want this to work. Like, I want this to work. And this was like, I'm like year 4, maybe 5 in this. The stint and the time that I've taken to do this is a gentleman by the name of Brad Trackman. I don't give him much credit because I don't feel like he did anything. But the one thing he did was be the facilitator of a comedy class. And me having to go every week and do the writing and do whatever, even though he never showed like he was interested in anything that I was saying or whatever. When it came time to set up who was going to headline that class show, it was me. With a standing O. You know what I'm saying? Nice. It was me that wound up getting booked by Helium after that. It was me, you know what I'm saying? And then my sister, Patrice DeVoe, at But Is She Funny, she will fucking tell you, we worked our asses off, and you can see it in everything that she's doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's killing Virginia, D.C., Maryland, L.A., been overseas. Like, she's a fucking beast.
Damn,
and when people ask, like, at one of my shows in Atlantic City, I sold out Atlantic City twice, Tropicana Casino twice. Me, footwork, on the ground, promoting, doing shit like twice. Sold that shit out. Matter of fact,
How many people are we talking?
we're talking 400 plus on the first one.
Shit.
The second one was 340 because we used the smaller venue,
Yeah.
and it was on Black Friday.
Were you aware of Austin and like Austin's comedy scene back then?
I wasn't aware of it until we came down here for. So my wife is from Austin.
Uh-huh.
That's how we ended up in this area.
Oh, okay.
She's born in Port Arthur, Texas, moved to Austin, raised in Austin. Went to Texas State, then went to St. Edwards, and then we met while she was finishing her doctorate at the University of Pitt. But we met in DC, which is crazy, right? Like
I do like DC though.
DC's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So when we came down so we got married, and then like 3 months after that, her brother walked her down the aisle because her father passed away when she was a kid. Brother walked her down the aisle, and then her brother wound up having a heart attack and dying. So we came down for the funeral. When we came down for the funeral, I was in the middle of doing some work with a couple of comedians in Philly, and Austin had come up. So because I knew we was coming here, I just looked it up. And that's how I found that Velveeta room spot that I did for the first 3 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So like we're gonna be here for about a week anyway because of the funeral.
Yeah, let me just get a
Like
spot.
I might as well just do something because there's nothing that I can do. They already had like the funeral stuff kind of squared away and what was gonna happen.
Wow.
So I'm here as the buffer to my wife and her emotions, and plus whatever she need to get out, she need to do with her family. If she need me, she know, hey P, I need you, and all right, I'm here. And she's like, yo, go tell your jokes, go do whatever. Like she knows Paul, her husband Paul, and Cuzzin Paul are two different worlds. Like, you know what I mean? Paul Freisen is all this stuff don't matter.
Yeah.
Cuzzin Paul, all this matters. Like I'm the alter ego is you know what I mean?
I get it.
The other guy is more and more relaxed. That's where, the Privada cigars come into play. Shout out to Brian. I mean, that's where the liquor comes into play. I'm big on the bourbons and stuff like that.
Nice.
Cuzzin Paul smoke a little weed, sit back, zone out, and then go tell you
Do your thing.
2 hours worth of jokes and make it super funny. The Austin scene popped up then. Then when I got here, everybody and their mama that I would say, hey, yeah, I do stand up, whatever. Have you been on Kill Tony?
Yeah, I know.
And I had to look it up.
Yeah.
I had to look it up. I'm like, what the hell is Kill Tony? So then I look it up and I watch a couple of them. And I don't care if I catch flack for this. I really don't give a shit. The only black people I see move on Kill Tony degrade black people. And I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. That's my folks. We have issues just like any other culture has issues. And I'm not going to make my money off the back of our issues to a point that I'm not helping. Now, if what I say helps us move forward, then I'll say it. But if I'm just going stomp on that's
do you
not.
think you can just go on there and maybe change that?
I don't think that their culture is going to allow that. I think I'll be wasting my damn time. So I might as well continue doing what I'm doing, staying positive in my community, bringing forth the things that I do have in mind. So because there's things that I've already done in Philly, Jersey, Delaware, making sure I'm accurate. Philly, Jersey, Delaware, and then I kind of want to bring here. I've been looking for the people here who put together certain cultural events and things, and I found that on the east side there's like a couple libraries and a couple places on that side. I don't have specific names. I have a bunch of stuff written down at the house, but I'm going to start plugging myself into them because the number one thing that I do is a cookout that I started when I was doing something similar to this during the pandemic.
Oh, yeah?
I had a buddy, me and him would set up our Instagrams. We would go top to bottom on the Instagram, and we did this show called Difference of Opinion. And from that show, we would highlight a small black business in Philly because nobody could actually do business during the pandemic. So it was like, all right, if we have 1,500 people watching this, if I put this up on the screen, hey, this is by Cuzzin Paul. You can follow him at such and such and such, this and that and the third. Boom, boom, boom. And then at the end of it, when you load it up on Instagram, you could do your blur. We would tag them in it.
Yeah.
we noticed that these businesses started getting people following them, people supporting them.
Wow.
So like you said, I didn't know about the 20, but our 30th show, we did an actual black business cookout. And it wasn't even about being black. It was taking people from the red to black, which is business terminology. Why is Black Friday the biggest holiday? Because business is trying to go from red to black. But what happened was we started moving this thing, and it we did it the first year, we did it the second year, and then when I went to do it the third year, it was decent. Then the fourth year, I had some Caucasian people get upset. Why is it black? And it was like, it's not that. Go back to the tail end, like you came in.
You're talking
and
about
I understand
else,
what
right?
you see, but there are some white folks on this list. We're trying to get more. Bring them to me. Like we were charging $35 per spot, which is unheard of to vend. In Philly, I had a park. I think it was 6 baseball fields worth of space.
What?
And then on the other side was a football field. So that's 100 yards this way and whatever that way. We had all that grass. I want to fill this. I want vendors all over this joint. So we literally...
You're talking about a festival.
That's pretty much what I was putting together on the low.
Wow, dude.
First year was 60 people. The second year was 150 people. The third year was 220 vendors.
No shit.
By myself.
By yourself?
By myself.
Dude.
I couldn't find a team of people who would come on board and actually do the work. My dad was out helping me pick up trash. My mom would come out. My aunties, like I would also do food, like for nothing. Like we would make food. You want a hot dog, you want a hamburger, you're out there. But the purpose of it was have the vendors. It was always on Father's Day weekend. Most people forget about fathers. So it was like, all right, you got the park. Y'all can set up and barbecue on this side. But at the same time, over here, we got music. We have bounce houses. We have vendors. You can come over. So by year 3, I want to say 30% of that park was people who were set up with their families. Then we had the bounce houses in the middle. And then right here, we had the 220 vendors. I linked up with Citizens Bank. They did first-time home buyer classes. No, Quality Real Estate in Philadelphia did first-time home buyer. Citizens Bank taught people in the community the variations of checking and accounts for your money because most people only think checking and savings was way more than that. Even if you don't have a lot of money, you need to at least know, like, hey, when I get my tax refund check for $8,000, maybe I should put $4,000 this way versus I get a tax refund check for $8,000. You don't have no kids, do you?
I do.
You do? So you've seen a check that was, you know what I mean? Your face was like, hell no. You never seen a refund?
Right now, no.
Right now, no? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen people, especially with me running daycares, they getting $9,000, $10,000 back because they got 2-3 kids. And what they do with that money? You pour again in a month and a half because you done pissed it away. But if you understand how banking works, if you understand how stocks work, if you understand how putting money away and just closing your eyes on it and walk off. If you understand New York life insurance and stuff like that, when they put this money into these accounts, if you're doing $20 a week from out of your paycheck that you will not miss.
No.
People act like you will not miss it. But if you've done that since you were 20, 25, 30 on up, and you think about, hey, this money's going in this account. Well, you don't think about it. And then you check it 10 years later. It's like, wow.
No shit, huh?
I got $40,000 sitting here that I didn't even, you ain't even got 40 in your checking, but because of investments that were made on your behalf.
Yeah.
But I had to teach and bring these things to the community.
Yeah.
And that was where I was getting a lot of the questions about, well, what do you do? How do you get your money, Paul? I'm like, this, and this.
Yeah.
I've never sold dope. I sold marijuana one time. One time. A friend of mine left a bag in my car, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
And he was already on this plane back. He's like, man, damn, I was supposed to drop that off at my house. I was like, you want me to take it there? He's like, nah, man, you can have it. And I'm on campus, and it's literally like, we would have this event called May Weekend, which was kind of like a spring homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
So I bagged it all up. I'm like, well, look, it's about to be about 8,000 people on the campus. Somebody gonna want some weed.
Yeah.
That weekend, I sat on the hood of my car, and people would send people over, and boop, 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 boop.
Damn, dude.
By the end of the day, I probably was way shorter when I was supposed to be, so I let you know I'm not a drug dealer. I want to say I might have made like $2,000, but
God damn.
he was like, yo, bro, that was probably like $10,000 worth of weed. I didn't know. People was like, yo, these the fattest bags I've ever had. I don't goddamn
shit.
know. Like,
Oh my God.
I just was
No
trying
scale.
to get them.
Yeah.
Wasn't no stems, wasn't no sticks, wasn't no seeds. Know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So then when it came around like that next year, it's like, that was a one-time thing,
Yeah.
boss. Like,
Yeah, that's never happening again.
Never happening again.
Damn, dude.
It was a fire sale. It was a fire sale.
It's a fire sale. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, but outside of that, I've never. I sold drinks Thirsty Thursdays
Oh yeah.
out of my dorm. I did do that. I am guilty of that.
Yeah.
But I was 19. I had gone down. It was a store in Delaware called Tally Ho.
Mm-hmm.
And the young lady there was fond of me. She thought I was cute. She knew I wasn't 21. And this is when Hypnotic first came out. So everybody in their
Incredible
mom wanted
Hulk.
Hypnotic and Hennessy. So
Yeah.
I would get 5 bottles of each. And on Thursdays, my shots would come in like, it was like a little plastic tube. Put them in there, boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
$5 a tube.
God damn.
It's a college campus.
Was that actually any good? Like Hypnotic? I've never had.
You know,
that.
it's funny. I don't think I've ever had it either, but I sold it.
Yeah.
But see, I listened to Biggie, never get high on your own supply. Like, so it wasn't for me. It was for them. It wasn't for me to taste it. Now I did taste Hypnotic by itself. Yeah, it tastes like Smurf piss. I didn't get it.
Smurf
It
piss.
was just blue shit.
Dude, I don't know. It just never looked like, I don't know. I was like, I just never wanted to try it. You know? Like, I've tried Hennessy before. That shit was like too much for me. I'm not really good with liquor.
My craziest drink. Shout out to my brother Marvin. 99 bananas and 151. We used to call it a 250 shot.
99 bananas
And
and 151 rum?
Yeah. You take 2 of those.
Dude, that's insane.
and I promise you, you dancing all night.
Yeah.
Like it just take over. It would take over your body.
Dude, you're a flaming banana.
I tried one of those when I was about 35, and my life was upside down after half the shot.
Dude, I'm surprised you still don't have a hangover, bro.
After my half the shot, my life was upside down, man.
151, dude.
Yeah, 151. And now if I drink 151, it's got to be Don Q because I actually was able to go to Puerto Rico and go to the distillery.
Yeah?
And see how they make everything down there, man. I don't drink no other rum outside of Zacapa 23. When it comes to rum, I'm Don Q all the way, man.
Dude, I remember when I was a teenager, it was a Bacardi. Bacardi was
Trash.
Yeah, right. Now,
Garbage.
You know it now.
Garbage.
You know it now. But back in the day, man, it was like that's what we were trying to get our hands on was Bacardi.
Yeah, Bacardi was the name. It was the name.
It was the name.
Bacardi. It was
Yeah.
Bacardi, but
I like the bat.
definitely great logo. Definitely a great logo.
I was like, dude,
the
that's
Don Q isn't, it ain't the super
No, it's
greatest
just-
logo.
it's literally just the name.
Just a Q, but they make the best stuff. That's funny that I just used the word, man. First time I ever cursed in life was doing my spelling words. You ready for the word?
What's the word?
Garbage.
Garbage?
I used to kept saying garbage.
Garbage?
Garbage. And I would call that's garbage.
Yeah.
But nobody caught it for like almost a year
Right.
that I was
Garbage.
cursing. It's
Garbage.
garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Dude, I remember growing up, my siblings, like, you know, when you have like a younger sibling, you're always trying to fucking make them curse,
Yeah.
you know, by saying shit. And you figure out like, oh man, they're saying something bad. You start to exploit that, you know? So then you make them yell it. I don't know, man. That's what I used to do when I was a kid. With mine. I'm the oldest.
So you understand. How many under you?
3.
Yes, I had two. And my middle brother, man, Demetrius, God rest his soul, bro. Like he was super mild mannered,
Yeah.
but he goes 0 to 100 like that. Whereas though I'm more, all right, man. Like I don't really like to fight. I can. I have.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But if I can avoid it, I don't like touching men. That's first off. Like, it's too, like, because I'm a big guy. I've been a big guy my whole life. Even when I was playing football, basketball, whatever, I'm a big guy. Always had broad shoulders. People like to grab. So then it turns to a wrestling match. I watch wrestling. I like wrestling. I think it's not in a homo way, but it was like always kind of like the gayest shit I saw, because it was like, why these dudes humping on each other like that? Like when Yokozuna would put his face in his ass and people feel like, that's gay as shit, dog. You licking ass, you don't even realize it.
There are some pretty suggestive moves.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So I never really cared for that. But my brother, man, God rest his soul again, man. Like, we used to catch the bus in Philly to school every day, except the bus, public transportation. My brother had like this narcolepsy shit, man. He just fall asleep like as soon as he sit down.
Oh, really?
He fall asleep. So now people throwing shit at him, trying to throw stuff in his mouth.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? Sounds like to sock somebody and like 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, we got kicked off the bus once. We had to walk like almost 4 miles. Like, there's no cell phones.
Right.
We're talking 96. No, we're talking 93, 94. Because I went to high school in 95. Yeah, 93, 94. There was no cell phones, no pagers. So we get kicked off the bus. We just got to make it to school before they mark us absent. You know what I'm saying? Then call the house and say we didn't come.
Yeah.
Or tell them that we was late. Because now we got to explain why we late.
Yeah.
Again, didn't want to be an embarrassment to our parents. So now we 4 miles from school with backpacks on, trying to like run down certain blocks to get to the school. Like, it was crazy, man.
Dude, yeah, I remember that
Stories,
shit.
man, my brother could tell if he was still here, man. Like, it was wild. Or like somebody would say something to him and he just pop them. So now we fighting. Like, we gotta fight. And then I have 27 female cousins. My grandma had 10 kids.
No way.
This is back when you could have 10 kids and survive on the planet.
Yeah, right.
She had 10 kids, and out of all of her kids, we're the only set of 3 boys. Like, my dad didn't have any girls. As much as he wanted one, he just never had. So now when I'm around them, I have to protect them. So when guys would say certain things, now I got to pop this.
It's on. Yeah.
And we're talking 29th and Girard in Philadelphia, so that's kind of West Philly, where it was rough. I lived in, it's called Logan, but then I went to school in Mount Airy, which is, they had lawns. It's just a whole different, like, there was I grew up in the concrete jungle, but then I go to school where they have lawns. My mom wanted us to have the better education. I appreciate her for that.
That's why she was a hustler, man.
Hustler.
Taking care of you.
But yeah, man, like, I had to fight so much. So like,
yeah.
You know,
you ever had a battle? Like battling neighborhood kids?
Yes.
That shit rang out one time with my family, like my siblings. Dude, it was like I was just walking down the street, man, with me and like this dude. Oddly enough, his name was Logan. And it's kind of funny that you said that, actually. I'm not even joking, dude. And dude, like me and Logan were just like walking down the street. And then, we used to walk, our kid siblings home. Mm-hmm. We're coming home from school. Me and Logan were in the same class and everything. And so, dude, we get like right around the corner. And then like, we're just like, where the hell are these damn kids? We look, dude, one of them is about to like throw a rock at the other. Like, and they're just, all of them are like battling. We're like, what the fuck did we miss, dude? Like, so we're sitting there trying to like run around and break it up. I was like, dude, I'd never seen no shit like that before in my life. Kids are throwing dirt at the house. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, dude? They're like this big.
Yeah.
I was like, what is, dude?
Little terrorists early.
Little
terrorists early.
Yeah.
Yo, man, God rest his soul, man. Young dude named Raheem. Raheem was the short, fat kid. He had like a lazy eye. Kind of looked like Biggie. He had the lazy eye. He was short. He was husky. He was always funky. Like to this day, when I'm thinking they ain't had no water in the house. Like, it just couldn't.
Yeah.
Every Friday, it was like clockwork. I get off the bus at the crib, and my man Sean, he had Sean in a headlock, just whooping on Sean. Every Friday, I had to get this kid off him and like beat the hell out of this dude every freaking Friday. So it got to the point one Friday, I was like, you know what? I'm going down my cousin's or my aunt's house after school. Like, I'm not even going home. Like, Sean got to figure this shit out on his own.
Yeah.
And that weekend, he got his ass whooped the whole weekend because his protector wasn't there, right? Mm-hmm. So I get back home like Sunday night, and they like, yo, where was you at, man? I was just like, Man, I found peace of mind, bro. Like,
That is so funny
like-
that happens. Like when you defend people so much and you're not there, and they get their ass whooped, and then they go, "Where the fuck were you?" And it's like, dude,
you had 6 to 8 weeks to learn how to box.
I know, man. That's
You had
plenty. That's
time.
plenty of time for kung fu, bro.
You had time. This dude had a guy come charge at me. We were playing basketball. I actually got this cut on my knee. It's like I had to have, I think it was 9 stitches. I used to ball. Like I could play basketball. I broke my finger. Everything. Like I was a basketball head.
Damn, dude.
We busting these dudes' ass. I jumped and dude pushed me out the air. And when I fell across the thing, it was like a piece of glass. Shit went in my leg.
Ooh.
I saw it and I just immediately just start beating the dog snot out of this dude. So now I'm limping home. I get home, my mom takes me to the hospital, get everything, whatever. So when we get back to the house, it's this lady and the little boy sitting on my step. And she trying to ask the little boy. The little boy lied and said that I just started beating on him. But then when the mother saw the stitches and I told her what actually happened,
Yeah.
she was like, "You pushed that boy because you ain't no good at basketball." So I'm like, damn, I felt bad. I'm like, now he gonna get his ass whooped by his mom when he get home because now
Yeah.
she embarrassed that you had her sitting on these people's steps waiting for however long they was waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think I saw that kid ever again after that.
He wanted to be Jordan, but he was one of the monstars.
Man, dude pushed the shit out of me. I remember that. I went flying, bro. Like
That's crazy.
because
man.
where we was playing ball, obviously it wasn't no glass, but where I wound up falling at, it was.
Yeah.
So that was a hell of a push. So appreciate it. And now I got this ugly scar on my leg the rest of my life. So it is what it is. But I still wear shorts. It is what it is.
Dude, I don't wear shorts. I can't wear shorts. Dude, I look like a meatball with like 2 chopsticks walking around, dude.
Stop it. Man.
Yeah.
You look like what you tell yourself you look like. I'm a supermodel.
No, I really look like that, though.
Even at 384 pounds. I'm actually down 22 pounds since you saw me. It doesn't look like it yet, but I'm slowly coming down, man. I'm at Crunch Fitness now.
Oh, hell
I'm
yeah.
working it out.
Good for
I'm
you,
walking.
man.
When I get to 250, everybody hide your wife. I know I'm married, but just hide your wife. 'Cause with the confidence I got now, I get down to my football playing weight, 225, 230. It's game over, man.
Damn, good for you, man. I'm glad it sounds like it's working out, whatever it is.
Just water, lots of water, more walking. Doing Lyft and Uber, I actually put on like 60 pounds. You sit in the car, and I would do late night. So I'm drinking all these 89-cent QT big cups of soda. And you don't realize like how fast that sugar turned into.
Dude,
weight. Man.
I know what you mean, man. I got out of hand too myself, dude. I've been doing the same thing. I've been just trying to like cut back.
I'm gonna keep you accountable, and I ask you to do the same for me, man. Like, you ain't losing me. This ain't just one interview. We gonna do whatever's necessary to get this bomb squad situation up and out and into the atmosphere, man. Because this is a dope setup, and I appreciate you even from the beginning, from meeting you that night at Vulcan. Just the energy you gave me was like, all right, he really actually paid attention to the couple of minutes because I'm not gonna lie, man, I wanted that 20. Like I felt like I honestly felt like if I'd have got the 20 minutes, and I've had this happen, so I'm telling the truth. When I leave, people were ready to leave too. You know what I mean? Like I've done shows where when I got off, people kind of checked out after that. It was like, all right, it can't be nothing better than this. And then at the end of the show, they would say stuff like, why they didn't let you go last? And I'm like, I don't know. You got to ask. You know what I mean? You got to. Yeah. And even at that particular show, I directed like 4 people to the dude who booked me. And was like, you got to ask him, man. Like, I don't know why I only had that little bit of time, And I think the 2 young ladies were decent. I've never told another comedian that they were bad. I just feel like everybody has to find their people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think everybody has to find their group. And once you find your group, success, you pretty much you were in a canoe and you were on dry land. Once you find your people, that's the water, and now you can paddle yourself on to where you need to go. Like I said, 35 out of that 100, that means 65% either out of that 65 they didn't see me on the way out, and or hey, I was funny enough to be funny, but no real interest in seeing anything going forward, and that's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But 30% of a room, that's a big piece of the room. I don't care what nobody say. And for 5 minutes, and only did like 4. In my mind, I think I only did really 4 jokes outside of a couple of things that, if you do comedy, you know that you can make damn near anything funny.
Mm-hmm.
So there was certain point, like when I spoke to the gentleman in the front about his hair, like,
Yeah.
I don't really, what the fuck do I know about hair?
That's hilarious.
Like, but
Yeah.
hey, it was funny. It made them laugh. It made him, all right, he feels comfortable now. Not only does he feel comfortable, I can see that now that made that person feel comfortable. So now I'm getting you. Now that I got you all, bang, 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 story about brother, bang, bang. All right, everybody.
There you go, man. Dude, there's a lesson to be learned with every minute, man.
Every minute.
So, but dude, thank you so much. Is there anything that you want to put out before we wrap it up?
Bro, outside of everybody just be you. Everybody else is taken. At BU by Cuzzin Paul. The brand is alive and well, and BUTshirtco.com is definitely getting ready to launch. CuzzinPaulComedy.com is getting ready to be relaunched. I took down a lot of stuff off of the internet because I went to a show and I heard some stuff, but I just did a show with this gentleman. And I'm like, that's my jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, shit.
Because I feel like I'm creative enough to lose 1 or 2, I said, all right, I don't know if I'm creative enough to lose 30. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I really do now feel like I'm creative enough to lose 30. But back then, so I like kind of scrubbed the internet a bit of shows, even my 1 hour. I took that down, like, because I didn't feel comfortable enough having anybody take pieces of that and turn it into something larger. I forget the name of the movie, but it's like this movie that does like interviews of all these comedians. And Carlos Mencia was like, "Yeah, I'll steal your joke. I'll just make it Mexican." You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It works like that here. You know, if you know anything about comedy, the rule pretty much is if I get it to TV first, it's mine. And I've seen in New York and even in LA at these comedy clubs, you have these people who write for NBC, Fox, whatever. They're in the back of these rooms and they're jotting. These comedians are on stage. They're telling their truths, the stuff that they've set and they've developed.
Yeah.
And now you have somebody who nobody knows, but they're a writer for The Daily Show or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And they go back to work like they're the man. You didn't come up with that.
No.
But this comedian won't know because they probably don't watch The Daily or watch Big Bang or watch whatever to notice that.
Yeah.
Hold up. That premise is super familiar. Yes, familiar as yours.
Yeah.
So
it happens. It happens. It sucks.
Until I get myself to a position where, all right, when I say something, I know that it's going to go up on a platform that people will be like, yo, that's Paul's. I decided like, hey, I'm not putting a bunch of stuff on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Like, I'll do my corny joke of the day. Half of those are probably from like a Laffy Taffy I ate, so I don't care. Take it. Go for it. It's public domain. You know what I mean? But if I come up with something, you'll be able to tell, like, yo, he came up with that, and I'm riding with it, and there's probably gonna be a T-shirt to go with it and a hat too. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, dude! I can see you doing like lift jokes.
Oh, I can't wait to actually,
like lift me up or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's about to be a whole ride share series, man. Because
that would be awesome, dude.
We could do 2 hours just sitting here and me telling you stories about some of this ride. I had to knock a ride share dude out. I'll tell you off air, but I had to knock out one of my riders, man. Like,
damn, dude,
drop me. And it's crazy because I did an open mic.
Yeah,
and I had all my jewelry on, and I was out by the domain. So when I knocked dude out, because he was Caucasian, I called the cops. And I was like, yo,
Hey, man.
this is what happened. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
13 cop cars showed up.
Oh shit.
There's nothing going on out there. They ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah, they're like, oh, fucking sweet,
So
dude.
they're looking at me and they're like, I'm like, jewelry on, diamonds going. And they're like, yo, why you driving Lyft with all that on? Like,
Dude, that is funny
like-
though. Like,
cause I can.
cause you're balling, dude.
Man, just like, cause I can. Like,
Yeah.
you get off stage, your energy level's at like 1 billion. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, you
I might as well
ready to go.
just go ahead and make some money, like, cause they ain't paid me nothing to do what I just did. So
Yeah.
I was out there, and dude said something super inappropriate. And the craziest part, I just had surgery on my left shoulder.
Oh shit.
My rotator cuff was still 100% torn. I hit him with my left hand,
Oh really?
dropped him.
God damn. That's
I'm
good.
I'm right-handed. I'd have killed him with my right hand.
Hell yeah, man.
He woke up, and the officer was like, "Sir," his first words were, "I'm so sorry. I should have never hit him." They were like, "You
Yeah.
want to press charges?" I was like, "My 2-year-old daughter hits harder than him. I'm good, bro."
Man, that's really nice of you.
Yeah, so
That's really nice of you, man.
I should have, but what am I gonna gain?
Man, you're just spreading kindness all over the place.
All
man.
over the place.
All over your face.
That's
it.
So
All right, brother, man.
appreciate
Thank you so
man.
much,
This
man.
has been excellent.
Yeah, it has been
Much
excellent,
success to you, brother.
man. You too as well, man. For real.
We're gonna definitely get you some BU gear and hopefully some things that you can give away as gifts to your others that come in.
Yeah,
Man,
that would
work
be great.
that out. That way, everybody get a little something.
Yeah.
And remind them to just be you. Don't get on this podcast telling them damn lies. Because we're gonna do the research and find out you're a lying mother.
We're gonna fish you out.
That's right.
That's it. And that's a wrap, brother. Oh yeah.
Appreciate you, brother.